Every minute, 400,000 pounds of carbon dioxide is released here. Why hasn't Louisiana been able to bring down this number? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cecil Pradhan, and today I'm presenting our project, Carbon Horizon, a platform that was built just to solve that very problem. In the next few minutes, I'll be talking about Louisiana's carbon problem, how Carbon Horizon seamlessly integrates into the industry's systems, and I'll end it with a powerful message as to why Carbon Horizon can have a huge impact in the carbon capture industry. Louisiana ranks as the 6th highest emitter of carbon dioxide in the US. The state, Louisiana, has focused on carbon capture, utilization, and storage, or CCUS, as a solution, but it hasn't really worked. This is because most of the projects or facilities are still in the application phase and they haven't been fully developed. If you take a look at this map, this represents the current state of Louisiana and the CCUS projects. There aren't a lot. So how can we get Louisiana's CCUS industry to go from this to this? And what exactly is preventing it from reaching this goal? Well, to begin with, let's talk about the public. When these facilities start in their areas, they have a very valid reason for concern in public safety or transparency. This then causes the regulators to tighten their oversight, which makes it more difficult for companies to implement carbon capture technology as well. And even if the companies are willing to take on that load, the costs are very high. This results in not a lot of companies getting past the first stage at all. Now, if only there was a solution that could solve all three of these problems. And I'm telling you, there is. It's Carbon Horizon. When companies use Carbon Horizon, their built-in systems, also known as SCADAs, send their data from their facilities directly to Carbon Horizon, which then does three main things. It generates industry-compliant reports that are sent directly to the EPA. It has a marketplace where it can sell the CO2 that it is storing, or it can get in contact with transporters or storing companies to fasten the process of implementing this technology. And finally, the public portal to improve the public trust. Now let me show you all the real product that we made. This is the operator portal, and right off the bat, the companies will have a visualization of their emission and storage data. All of the features that are displayed over here will be unique for all of the companies as per the questionnaire that they will have to answer, because all of their operations will be different, so their needs will be different as well. The system also generates a report or a summary of a report that they have to submit to the EPA in XML format. This is an example of one of the reports. Next, we'll have the AI analysis and prediction system, which shows the emission trends and the sources of the emissions. It breaks it down, or the risk assessment for each facilities based on the company's data, or the storage capacity predictions, or the leakage forecast, or the revenue forecasting, and also a what-if scenario, which shows the impact that can be had based on the changes in the operations, and also an AI-powered recommendation for improvements. We also have a badging system which ranks the companies based on their sustainability and their carbon capture initiatives to show like a standard and credible way to build trust with the public as well. Then we will have compliance reports, which will show all the reports, various reports that the company will have to build, because everyone will have to build different reports, and there are deadlines as well. And incident center, which keeps track of all the incidents and uses that data to predict safety concerns. ROI calculator to calculate profits. And marketplace to connect with other transport storage and selling, CO2 buying companies. Now next, let's go to the public portal. This is open for everyone to use, and there is a map that shows all the carbon capture facilities. When you click on one of the facilities, it shows you the data. And there's also another map which shows the pipelines and storage facilities. This data is received from the company, but the company can choose to limit its data as well. And the gaps in the data can be filled with public sources like Climate Trace. Next, we can also look at the companies individually, look at their data in clean, nice graphs, or we can also look at it broken down by industries. And we also have the safety alert system, which shows a map of various leakages or contamination areas, so that if there are water resources or drinking areas, to prevent contamination and prevent safety hazards. We also have a university bridge, which shows all the various breakthroughs and research and everything related to carbon capture in this platform, so that both the public and the company can stay up to date in this field. Now let's take a look at the tech stack of Carbon Horizon. We have used Azure OpenAI, LightGPM for prediction, Docker for deployment, and various other resources for data and visualization, which makes Carbon Horizon a scalable and intelligent platform. This is Carbon Horizon's complete system design. It includes all of the applications and features, but this is a bit too complicated, so I'm going to explain it in a much more simpler flowchart. So how it goes is there's an edge agent at the facility that takes the data automatically from the facility and then sends it to the API gateway, which manages and secures the data, which is then sent to the curated data storage, which manages and organizes the data so that when it is used by the main product, all the features are running properly for the company. Now, what sets Carbon Horizon apart? Well, it's two of our main features. It's the marketplace, which I talked about earlier, is a great tool for especially new companies that want to implement CCUS. By providing them a kickstart and all the resources that they would need to get into contact with transportation companies or storage companies or companies that want to buy CO2, it helps them get all the resources they would need. And it also helps them make the contracts, it fastens the process, and it's just much more efficient. Then second would be our automatic compliance report generator that I mentioned earlier as well, which creates a summary of the report and the report of the various subparts like UU, BD, or RR in the XML format, which needs to be sent to the EPA as per the regulations. Now let's talk about Carbon Horizon's future development. We're planning to add an economic impact section. This would track the facilities and the areas that they are in to show the economic impact and the benefit that it has had in a parish or an area. So like the jobs that are generated. This helps improve relations with the public and the company because that is very important as well. And then a regulator portal, we are working on that to make a portal for the regulator to make the process of data and report generation much faster so that it can get sent directly to the regulators. And then we're also planning on expanding to other greenhouse gases like methane, nitrous oxide, and much more. I will also mention that the automatic compliance generator, what it does is it reduces manual work. It takes in the data from these built-in data, so no one has to manually input the data. It's automatically sent there. Then it is processed automatically while ensuring accuracy and efficiency, and it is sent automatically to the regulators as well, which reduces labor costs and makes the process better. Yes. Now, so carbon capture, every carbon capture project that is delayed or cancelled means much more carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. This isn't due to a lack of technology. This is due to a lack of trust and due to a lack of a system that these companies can rely on. This is what Carbon Horizon was built for. And every day that these facilities are not built, more CO2 is released into the air. And with Carbon Horizon, we can start to reduce the number. Thank you.